Hi everyone, it's Matt Fitzharding here from Launch Helmet Cams. Today we're going to do a very quick test between the ContourHD and the ContourHD 1080p in 720 modes. At the same time we're also going to do a quick comparison of a few different mounting options for these two cameras. To start with a little bit of background information on the two cameras, the ContourHD and the ContourHD 1080p look exactly the same and pretty much function the same now that V-Holder have released a firmware upgrade for the ContourHD that allows users to adjust things like contrast and microphone level. So the only real difference now between the two cameras is the sensor they use. The ContourHD 1080p has a larger and more powerful sensor that gives the user more video setting options. For today's test we're going to use the two cameras in the 720p 30 frames per second mode so that we can compare apples to apples. The test being done is on a mountain bike in the late afternoon, and these conditions are very tough on the camera, and we've purposely selected these conditions so that we really push the capabilities of these cameras. Along with the video test we're also going to test out some mounting options. First up we've got the flat surface mount that the ContourHD cameras come with. The other thing that we're going to look at is using an alternative, which is 3M dual lock mounting strip. So the flat surface mount comes with an adhesive base. You peel this back off and stick it onto your helmet like so. It sticks really well. The adhesive is really strong. Better if you leave it overnight. And then once you've got that onto your helmet, you simply slide the camera on and push it all the way forward, and it locks into place. This centerpiece on the mount pops out so that you can rotate the camera and get it set up at the right angle, and then it just pops back into place. Then the other option that we're looking at is a non-standard option that we like to use, using this 3M dual lock, which is a 3M product that looks like Velcro and works kind of like Velcro, but it's a lot stronger. Basically you have the same strip on here and here, and these tiny little mushroom heads interlock. Basically put that on the helmet and you hear it click into place. It's a nice low profile way of mounting and very easy to take on and off. With both of these cameras, once you've got it in place, then you just simply rotate your camera head to get a nice level shot. So getting on with the test, we're going to start off with the ContourHD on the 3M dual lock, and then the Contour 1080p on the flat surface mount. So here we go. Okay, so we're at the start of the trailhead, and as I come up behind the rider, notice the logo on his back, not particularly sharp. The overall image quality is quite good, but also look off to the right hand side into the trees and notice a bit of a soft focus issue. Coming over to the 1080p, and you'll notice the logo on the rider's back is a lot sharper. The overall image is just sharper in the details, and we don't have that soft focus in the trees off to the right hand side. Staying with the 1080p, as I drop into the trail, you'll notice a bit of shake that comes from the mount, and then as I come down into the trees, the camera really handles the change from light to dark very well. Moving over to the ContourHD with the 3M dual lock, the video looks about the same sort of shakiness. When I come down to the trees, what we're seeing is actually a rolling shutter effect, which is something that we'll discuss at a later point, and it does take a touch longer just to adjust to the light, but it still handles it quite well. Now that we're in the trees, notice with the ContourHD the trees off to the side just still look a touch blurry. The shake from the mount isn't too bad, and overall, considering the conditions, it's actually handling it quite well. Compare that to the 1080p on the flat surface mount. The image is a lot brighter. There's a bit more detail and sharpness off to the sides, and the shake in the mount is around about the same. But again, it handles the light conditions quite well. Moving on right down, now we're at the end of the day, really tough lighting conditions. We're going to see a cumulative effect here of the lower quality sensor and the flat surface mount shakiness on this video from the ContourHD. Now compare that to the ContourHD 1080p with the improved sensor and the more stable mounting from the 3M dual lock, and in this video you can really sort of notice the difference between the two. So there you have it, a very quick review and comparison between the ContourHD and the ContourHD 1080p. As we've seen, the ContourHD 1080p does have better low light capabilities and also does produce a sharper image, but that's what you'd expect from a camera that's more expensive. We also had a quick overview of an alternative mounting option in the 3M dual lock. It's a good option if you're looking for something that's slightly more stable, and also is a cheap alternative compared to buying multiple flat surface mounts. One thing to keep in mind with these reviews is they were both done at 720p 30 frames a second. That's the highest setting for the ContourHD, whereas the ContourHD 1080p does have other shooting modes, including 720 at 60 frames per second and 1080p, although that 1080p is a upscaled video, and that's something that we'll be discussing in a later review. We'll also discuss in a separate review the rolling shutter effect that we saw on the ContourHD. So yeah, stay tuned to Launch Helmet Cams, and we'll bring you more reviews and news, and if you want to find out any more information, please contact us at the web addresses that follow.